Hi guys. I decided to jump on here quick to kind of show you how we prep meals at a freezer meal workshop. Of course, you're going to come and you're going to have stuff to make 10 full meals. I'm just going to make one tonight just so you kind of know how to do it. I'm going to put together an Asian pork tenderloin. We're going to have this for dinner tomorrow night. So I probably will not even put this one in the freezer. And typically people, when they do freezer meal workshops, they will usually leave one out and make it right away that same day, or they'll make it the next day. So I even suggest too that you pull them out the night before. So then you have it kind of thawed out a little bit. Sometimes it helps to fit into the crock pots a little bit better. And we also have conversion charts too if you want to do it in a pressure cooker like Pampered Chef's Quick Cooker or an Instapot. So what we do is we use some kind of a bowl, or at my freezer meal workshops, I actually have these baskets that I have. You just want something to hold up your freezer bag. So I've got one bag here. We would stick our label on the bag that we're going to put the food in. And at the workshop, I have all the tools that you need, measuring cups, can openers, strainers, everything that you need, cutting boards, all that stuff. I even have aprons for you to wear, all that stuff for you to do your workshop fast and easy. And then most of the time I have a helper with me too. So between my helper, usually my mom helps me, and myself, we can help you open cans and grate your cheese up, and my gosh, it really goes really simple and fast. So we are going to put liquid stuff and spices in the bag first, because then we can kind of mush them up at the bottom and make sure they kind of get incorporated. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use a third of a cup of our cherry balsamic vinegar. So I'm going to take this one and measure out a third of a cup. So this is our 1 cup measure all cup. So I'm going to measure out a third. Oh, this stuff is like to die for. Sometimes it's just good to just kind of dip like some bread and eat it. It's really good. So we're going to pour our vinegar in here first. And then we are going to do a third of a cup of honey. So I got to use the other end of this and press down to oops, I'm dripping. A third. And I don't use honey. I, for the most part, eat a keto diet, so a lot of the stuff can be adapted to things that you use in your house. So I am actually going to use allulose flavored honey, which basically is sugar-free, but it still gives you that nice yummy honey flavor. I love this stuff. They have it just in a regular and a maple flavor too. So I'm going to pour this in, and it measures like cup for cup too. So we're going to put that in our bag. I'm going to put this on my sink. And 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. I'm going to use my little petite measure all cup for this and push it down to 2 tablespoons. See how you press it down to how much you need. And then squirt this in. Just makes measuring so much easier. So much easier to do gooey stuff like this in a measuring cup like this than it is to do just in a little measuring spoon. So put that in the bag. And then this one actually needs a half of a can of chicken broth. So I ended up just getting one of these little small packets. So it's about a half a can. I think it's maybe just 1 ounce, maybe more, but it'll be okay with that. So we're going to put that in here. You can see so far it's really a pretty simple process. Some things you have to, this one you don't have to put any veggies with or anything, but sometimes you have to chop up onions or something and put them all in the bag too, or sometimes even we'll add butter or cream cheese or something like that into the bag, and then it just all ends up getting dumped in. So now we're going to use some of our Asian seasoning. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of that. So all of our spices, oils, rubs, vinegars, everything in the catalog is gluten-free, except for our pizza crust and our meal starters. We have 3 different flavors of meal starters, and those have not been certified gluten-free yet. They are hoping that they will be certified soon, so hopefully soon, that if that's something that you need. So The other thing, this is not in the recipe, but I'm going to add it, and I'm going to tell you guys about it because starting on October 1st, this is going to be something that's going to be available in our catalog, and it's going to also be our very first subscription-based product. So I'm going to show you tonight. This is called Enrichables by Pampered Chef. It's kale and fiber, and as you can see right down here, this whole packet, if you add it to any of your meals or a dessert or a pancake mix or anything you want, it's called, our slogan for it is your dishes more nutritious. So you can kind of add it to whatever you want. It's going to add, this whole packet ends up being 2 cups of kale or 8 grams of fiber. So this is going to have a big pork tenderloin in it, but my kids can always use more greens and fiber in their diet. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to it. I'll add the whole packet. I've just been kind of trying them. We also have a pea protein, so it's going to add 10 grams of protein to your meal or to a cake or whatever. Kind of think about it like if you're making a cake that doesn't really have protein in it, so you could put protein in it, or you could put kale in it. But since like this one has a lot of is going to have a lot of protein in it already, we might as well add the kale and fiber to it. So it will be sold as a box of 12, or you can purchase them on a subscription to just deliver to your home once a month or twice a month. There'll be all sorts of options. I'm super excited about it. So if you're interested in that, just let me know and I can give you some more information on it. So then the next thing we're just going to do, I had to grab my tenderloin here, is I got a 2-pound pork tenderloin. And I'm actually going to lift this up real quick and just kind of, because I want that mustard to kind of get dispersed. You can kind of see I'm just going to kind of smush it around. The kale and fiber is going to make it a little bit green, but it's not going to look like that when it cooks up. So, okay, so that looks good. And then we'll just take, I'm going to actually take this over the sink and just cut it because I know it's going to have a little bit of juice in it here. Hold on just a sec. Okay, so I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to pour it into my bag and just like that, put this away, get it kind of submerged in there good. So this one's not going to kind of act almost more like a marinade tonight because this will go in the crock pot probably around, I'll probably put it in around noon tomorrow, I'm thinking. So that's it. This is what it looks like. Kind of, like I said, even now you can rub, there's that Dijon mustard, kind of rub it around a little bit more, make sure it's all kind of nice and dispersed in the bag. And what we would do now, if we would put another bag over it, if we were going to put it in the freezer, that just helps from freezer burn, and it also ensures that the label that we stick on here stays inside the bag and we don't lose it somewhere, so we don't have any idea what we're making. I just got some Brussels sprouts, and I'm going to make with that tomorrow. I'm just going to make some roasted Brussels sprouts with it. I'll take about 20 minutes to throw those into the oven and just roast them. And I'm just going to make a box of stir-fried rice with it to go. It'll be just a quick and simple meal tomorrow night. It'll be busy. My daughter has dance and stuff. So thanks so much for joining me, and I hope you understood the concept. If you have any questions, just let me know and I can kind of help you with that. And we have lots and lots of different menus to pick from. And I also just started doing virtual freezer meal workshops. So thank you for that. And some of you might be watching this video if you're in my virtual group. So thanks you guys so much. Like I said, if you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks.